So it looks like we got job reports coming this Friday, which is tomorrow before the market opens. If you guys are not aware, again, please make sure that you guys look up economic calendar. You can see Friday, December 8th, and this is all before the market opens Eastern time, 1 hour before the market opens. We have non-farm payrolls and also the unemployment rate. You guys can see that the overall market is pretty much has been trading sideways leading up to these reports. And the reason is, again, the Federal Reserve has a really big focus on seeing how our economy and our labor market is doing. And based off of that will determine if they can justify raising interest rates higher for longer. Are they going to continue to pause for the fourth consecutive time? And I think the next meeting is on December 13th. So middle of next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Or are they going to be cutting interest rates, right? Something that's not really expected until maybe next year. But again, the Federal Reserve can always surprise us. As you guys can see on the 1 hour time frame, literally for the past, what would you say, 2.5 weeks, trading sideways, no progress on the upside, no progress on the downside, no reason to overcomplicate it. If you're a day trader, then obviously you might have been enjoying the lows, selling the highs, buying the lows, selling the highs. But even then, it's been small enough margins that it almost doesn't even make too much sense, especially if you're a little bit more on the selective side. So I think I can not only just speak for myself, but for anyone that's been watching the market for the past 2 weeks, I just wanted to do something. We're not seeing progress on the upside. We're not seeing progress on the downside. It's still coming from a nice little bull run, but this is where you have to be very, very careful of jumping into something a little too early, thinking something has to happen when direction can quickly change. So hopefully we can begin to see a more clear sense of direction after these economic reports get released on Friday. And I just wanted to talk about the current expectation just in case I can't later on. So prior, our report sat at 3.9% for the unemployment rate. We expect to be at 3.9%, so no change. And when it comes down to the non-farm payrolls, we have an expectation of 175K where our prior was 150K. I want to remind you, if our unemployment rate comes in a little bit lower than what is expected, this is something that catches a lot of people by surprise because, again, lower unemployment is like, okay, maybe that's a good thing, right? But the Federal Reserve might not see it as that. They would see that, okay, well, then we're showing the case of a strong labor market, which might mean that we can go higher for longer, meaning potentially raising interest rates to slow down not just the labor market, but the overall economy. So just understand that if the unemployment rate does come in lower than what is expected, the market might sell off. But I wanted you to understand that domino effect. Other than that, again, market really not doing too much today, at least not within the first hour of market open. We can see that we were traced back down to the moving average. We caught that within the live session, coming back up to retest that same previous resistance. But if you look at it on the 5-minute, we're literally trading within range of what we have been for the past 2 days. Very, very boring day. And again, just another reason on maybe why today might be a day not worth trading, especially if it doesn't meet your criteria. And if you're under the PDT rule, you might want to be selective and save those trades. So I appreciate your time. Hope that earned a thumbs up. Again, I will be going live tomorrow, especially if you want to see how the market performs after these economic reports are released. It's going to be the second link in the description down below if you want to tune on into that live session. Appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.